Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge LED pendant called the Fold. This is going to be the 40-1358. Very simple yet very elegant fixture. Shows you that pendants and lighting fixtures in general don't need to be fussy to be pretty special and magical. Let's get into the size of the fixture itself. It is the bottom of this is coming down on cables. It's going to be very small but long. And that's part of its charm, I think. It's 2 inches high, 44.1 inches long left to right, and the depth is only coming in at 1.8. So it's perfect for lots of places that you don't want to have a big wall of lighting in front of you. This is going to be casting a lot of great task lighting down. If you've got kids doing homework, if you want to work on that table over a kitchen island, this is going to be a great fixture for you to do that. Okay, it's only 12.4 pounds. It's pretty light. Let's talk about finishes really quick on this, because if you watch my finishes help guide, I talk about how on heavy forged pieces you can get that modeling kind of crust, different colors that you see in those on that chart. However, on this fixture, the bottom of this is going to be aluminum. The top is going to be steel. That's a canopy that goes up on your ceiling. When you forge aluminum, aluminum doesn't go through the forging process a lot like other things do, like iron. It doesn't form that crust on it. So even though the bottom of this is forged, those end pieces, the folds themselves, it's going to be totally uniform. So when you go back and watch that Finishes Help Guide or play around on that chart and click on those pages, look for fixtures that are going to be more uniform, and that's what it's going to be like here. So the bottom is going to be a lot like the top, which I think is good, because I don't think I want a lot of pattern or texture on the bottom of this competing with its simplicity. I think that's going to be important, that it stays just the way it is, and we like that. Okay, let's dive into something even more, a lot of details to talk about on this. So we're going to talk about it by looking at the installations instructions now. So if you are on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over that side of the screen. Midway down you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So open that up for me. It's going to show you a full parts list, which is going to be the canopy that's going to go on the ceiling. It's going to show you those cables that are going to come down. This is a low voltage fixture. There's going to be a transformer that's in that canopy transforming your line voltage into low voltage. One's going to be positive, one's going to be negative. You can touch them, not a problem. That's the beauty of low voltage fixtures. And then you can have the bottom fixture on itself, the lighting part of this. Go back and look at the installations instructions there, and look at those line drawings, because they're going to show you details about the canopy, and this is kind of important. So depending on what you guys have up on your ceiling, I can assure you most of you have this. This is a 4-inch junction box. So if you're replacing a light that's there, I bet you have this right now. However, if you are doing new construction or renovation and there is no box there, or you plan on doing all new wiring, you may elect to do this, and this is a gang box. J-box, gang box. You'll notice this is skinny, and this fixture itself is pretty skinny. The canopy on this is 45 inches by, they say 4.5 by 1.4, but when they're talking about the 4.5, they're talking about adding this, and this is a J-box cover. So when you look at those, when the picture of this or the installations instructions, and I've circled this on there, this is going to be in the case you do have this, and you're going to go like that, so it'll hide it nicely. But if you're putting in this, you're not going to use this, so just kind of remember that. And so we have you covered either way. If you have the opportunity, I would do this. So it makes for a nice sleek look, and you're not going to have a bump out with that little cover. However, again, we have you all taken care of if that's what you have. And it looks great there too. You don't even notice it. And you probably wouldn't even have noticed it if I hadn't brought it up. But I want to make sure you guys know all that. Slope ceiling adaptable to 45 degrees already, so you're fine there. What else is about this? Well, let's get into lamping and what you can get out of this as far as light goes, because that's going to be pretty important to a lot of people who are going to be using this for task lighting. That would be those of you putting it over a dining room table when your kids are doing homework. You might have this at a lake house or something, or on a rainy day you guys are all going to be inside playing cards. You might have this over a kitchen island. That would be a great place for this. So, before we go there, let's talk about the overall height, because this can actually be a semi-flush. So it's going to start off at 10 inches from the ceiling to the bottom of the fixture at its shortest, and it goes all the way down to 100 inches. So during your installation, you're going to be feeding those wires up into these grippers, the 2 of them that are going to be in that canopy. You're going to raise this up, kind of like a lifeboat on the side of a ship. You're going to get it to be exactly where you want it to be over whatever your table or your island. Make sure it is level, and then you're going to be snipping those off up there in those cables. If you need to go beyond 100 inches, we do custom. I could probably get this down from the ceiling down like 240 inches. Just email me and I can get a custom quote for you. Okay, moving on. Let's talk the lighting we were going to talk about in lumens and all that good stuff. 15.8 watts of LED coming out of this. That's going to produce 775 lumens, which is quite a bit of light. That would be kind of equivalent to what you see here on this table. So the color temperature of the light, we talk about that with LEDs in all of my videos. We start out talking about that 2700 Kelvin is going to be kind of a super yellow orangey light, like a setting sun. Way on the other side of that is, and that's what is that? 2700 Kelvin. Way on the other side of that is going to be 4000 Kelvin, and that's going to be a bluish white light like an overcast day or a convenience store. In the middle of all that is 3000 Kelvin. That's what we use in our showroom. Those are the lights that I buy for our showroom. I think it looks a lot like an incandescent light. It has a warm glow on it, but it's not too yellow, it's not too blue-white. It's right in the middle. That's what's coming down on this table from these warm white, soft white, 3000 Kelvin bulbs above. This fixture is going to be coming automatically with 3000 Kelvin, which I think is fine. Some people are going to want to do a custom version of this at 2700 Kelvin. Some people may want to go to the 4000 Kelvin. If you're one of those people, just email me and I can get a custom quote for you. If you want to see what this is going to look like in your room, a good thing you can do is you can send me an image of that room. Doesn't matter if it's a kitchen, living room, dining room. We have very powerful AI tools. I can take this fixture, place it in your room, send a full color rendering back to you. It's a great way for you to see this before you ever buy it. It does not cost you a thing. It takes us only a few minutes. We do it all day long. Definitely take advantage of that. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you are on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over in the red tabs with the pictures in them over there. You're going to see a Finishes Help Guide tab. Open that up for me. It's going to be a video there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes, how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a chart just down below. So scroll down a little bit. You're going to see a chart. You can click on that chart. So you can click on dark smoke. You can click on soft gold. Doesn't matter. Big page will pop up showing you lots of different things in that finish. You can go back to the chart and you'll notice there's letters A's on them, letter B's on some of those things, and that's going to be showing you this range of variants that you can expect to see on different translucent finishes, but I'll talk about all of that in the video, okay? Okay, showroom. Our showroom in Vermont has over 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. No other showroom is like this. Hubbardton Forge doesn't even have their own showroom. They use this one. What's on display? We have a great tab on that. In those same red tabs, you're going to see a What's on Display page. So open that up. It's going to show you everything we have on display, and including which finish, which shade, all of those things, and what kind of glass it's on there. We're open every day except Sunday, 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have an amazing clearance center. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued stuff, showroom samples. You have to come here to use it. Can't call us or email us about it, but it's definitely worth coming in to look at if you're in Vermont. Plus you want to use the showroom anyway because there's just so much great stuff here to see. Our number in Vermont, 802-446-2400. You can email us 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Love to answer emails, and it's sales@HandmadeInVermont.com. So when you order from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is going to be free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. And we're the only dealer with 90-day returns, no restocking fee. Nobody else does that. Some larger items are going to be non-returnable. It's going to be really important that you are looking at the fixture on that page and kind of scroll down under the description. It'll tell you if that is the case. And that's usually for really big, giant, huge fixtures, mostly that go out on pallets. Okay, that's it. Rush program. Let's talk about that. So rush program, Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to go out the door. That's production time before your transit time. You always have to add that on too. We offer a rush program that takes you from that 3 to 4 weeks down to a little under 2 weeks. It's a very small addition per line item. So if you have like 1, 2, 3 items, like let's say 3 or 4 outdoor sconces, and they're all the same size and they're all the same finish, that's one line item. So it's very inexpensive to rush those kind of things. Don't be afraid to email us and ask about that. Okay, so that's really it. If you guys have any other questions, let us know. We would love to see you in our showroom sometime. And thanks for stopping in.